What's up, Karma Nation? Welcome back to another podcast, the Teen It Up edition. I'm your host, AC, with DFS Karma and Bet Karma, and I have my co-captain, Sam Sherman, with me. I am going remote tonight in a little dark cave that Travis freaking booked a hotel room for me in Detroit, Michigan. We're actually here for the FSGA Fantasy Sports Gaming Association Conference, so we're here this week for that. And, I'm excited, Sam. We're talking U.S. Open today, the Country Club at Brookline, right? I mean, this is maybe not as – I mean, you're going to talk about the course and the setup. First off, coming off a Rory win that just seemed dominant. I drove Ben up here and we were just chatting golf, right? I mean, I can't wait to make some bets here in Michigan, which you can access at betkarma.com. Just go check out the website. There's odds there. There's everything under the sun, and you can get those deposit bonuses. So that's why I'm excited to make some bets. But I think out the gate, Sam, the way I'm looking at this tournament, and again, please interject here in a second, this is not going to be our stereotypical bomb and gouge U.S. Open. I know that that's not, the standard per se, but I was looking at the yardage, and it does look shorter. So, I mean, is this going to be a setup where everybody's in play? Of course, we can talk all day about Instagram videos showing the rough length. We know it's going to be brutal. But I
think it was Guido who won the award for the first guy to post the rough on Monday, which will be nothing what it looks like at all, but it's always fun to post it on Monday. I agree with you that there'd be more people in play. I mean, it definitely is shorter. I think it's the same setup in penal, things that be missing the fairway. But yeah, I feel like I've been wrong about other US Opens, and a lot of it depends on how the USGA sets it up. But normally they put a premium on driving, and I don't think, I remember with Bryson, we all remember where the rough was really penal, but he just was hitting it farther than everyone else. So when he was hacking out with a wedge, it wasn't as hard as hacking out with a 6-iron. But I think it'll be played pretty tough. I think the guys who hit it shorter are more in play, but it just is. I think this rough is going to be brutal, and these greens are just so small that I think it puts even more of an emphasis than normal on around the green, hitting greens. I mean, these greens are 4,300 square feet on average, I think, which is, for comparison, I think the average on the PGA is 6 to 65. So think Pebble Beach has the smallest greens on tour, kind of like that. So I think it's just going to be I really think it'll be more like a US Open we're used to, where, what did Ron win out last year? -6. I think it'll be something like that, not the -13 or whenever Brooks' dumbass scores the field. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's cool. I like these ones where there's not really a lot to go off of because, they held a US Am there that Fitzpatrick won in 2013 that has zero to do with how this course will play or the field whatsoever. So I hope he gets chalk because of that.
Did you say chalk Fitzpatrick, or are we just
to
that later?
Yeah, dude, he's just chalk all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'm not going to play him, obviously, but yeah.
I probably will because I like to drink the chalk. All right, let's kind of a couple housekeeping things. We'll kind of catch up a little bit, and then we'll obviously talk for all you DraftKings degenerates. We'll hit on the bets as well. So remember, I'm going to do a little giveaway, Sam, this week. It's a major week. We haven't had a podcast, I think, in a couple weeks here. Right now, I want the winner, and I want the score. In no BS, I don't care if nobody hits it, then nobody wins. I'm going to give away $350 if somebody in the YouTube comments can comment with the winner and the actual score. And no, you can't just be in there saying multiple. You get one shot, right? So I am going to do this. I'm giving away one winner if you can actually hit on the right score, because I think this is interesting. Like you said, it's probably, in my opinion, Sam, going to be around that 7 to 10 mark is where I think it's going to be personally. It surprised us to the upside potentially. And again, hit the winner on the head, but you've got to comment on YouTube, on our YouTube channel. So if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you are subscribed, comment in there, and I'll look for the winner at the end of the week if there is one. As always, real quick, dfskarma.com, you can access our proprietary projections portal. The ownership projections are in there, which are absolutely clutch, to make your, mostly GPP decision making. Doesn't matter for cash games, in my opinion. We'll have our core plays loaded later in the week. It's only Monday right now. And then obviously the content's on the site, and same with Bet Karma as well. Sam, let's talk about last week real quick. I thought obviously a true dominant fashion from Rory. I mean, you and I haven't been on a podcast since the whole live thing. That's a whole nother story. I mean, my quick 2 cents on that, I don't really care as much. I feel like his most of the people out there. But it's like, here's my thoughts, and I'll just summarize it. Good riddance to the guys that are bouncing. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, all right, see ya. Like, you're not really wanted. I saw Scotty had that hilarious tweet, or I don't even know, just a press conference saying they haven't really noticed the difference. And it's true. I feel like, to me, it's like DJ and Bryson are the huge calls.
Dude.
I know Reed's gone.
Dude, could PJ have asked for a better situation yesterday? Like, it was Sunday and they had in their final group
It was the best.
JT. Like, it was as if I don't know who wrote that, if it was rigged, but it was like, and then Rory amazing. Dominated. Yeah, dude, that was hilarious. And then I will say Rory's comment after was so funny when he said, "I'm at 21 wins, just one more than someone else, one more than Norman."
Who was he referring to?
Norman.
Okay. But what am I missing there? I saw that in an Instagram. Like, why the troll?
So he said that he now has 21 wins, and Norman ended his career with 20. So all he said was, "I now have one more win than someone else." So he's
why the beef between him and Norman?
Dude, because Norman's ahead of the live.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's what I thought. But yes, that's a
hilarious troll.
That is epic, dude. Golf is so awesome. Like, listen, at the end of the day, it's Sunday afternoon. We're outside. My wife and I are watching golf, and like, she's a fan. Like, she hates sports, but she likes the drama. Like, Sundays, she could give a shit about the 72 hours leading up to Sunday. But like, that second half of Sunday, she's always like, okay, like, wow, it's Rory and it's JT. Like, she was excited.
Yeah,
but like,
dude, those crowds were electric. Those crowds were electric yesterday.
The Rory chant. I feel like I'm getting goosebumps even like reflecting on yesterday. And it wasn't even a major, but it felt like it. But it was so, you're right. It was just, that's pure bliss. That's golf. And like, I thought Jay, God, what the hell is his last name? The commissioner.
Jay Monahan. Yeah, dude, Nance asked some hard-hitting questions.
Those were amazing answers.
Yeah,
those answers were just mic drops, just uppercut bows to the Live Tour. And I loved every second of it. I mean, it's true. Like, it's just true competition at its finest. And that's what makes the PGA Tour the PGA Tour. But anyways, this isn't really the type of podcast for that. But of course, you and I love golf and we have to hash it out, right? So now let's dive in. Let's talk about the course setup a little bit more in fine detail. And then we'll start from the top end. We'll start from 10,000 and above. We'll work our way down. We'll talk about some bets and go from there. So real quick, Sam, I know we just kind of talked about length a little bit. I'm with you. Like, I think any podcast you listen to, it's around the green. Dude,
exactly. It's around the green scrambling. It's, 3-putt avoidance. These greens will be fast as shit. The par 4s, 450 to 500 or 500 plus. I think there's like 8 of them. Par 3s are long except for one. And then I think, there's 2 par 5s where one of them I think is hittable and 2 by everyone. I think one is impossible to hit because it's long and there's water in front. So honestly, yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things where we say all the time. I mean, I think some of the PGA where it turned out par was a good score. JT went nuclear on, these guys can get hot, but par is just a good score. And I just don't see a lot of holes where there's like any relief. Like, it's just like, it just seems brutal. There's so many dog legs and things like that. So
what are you looking at from 10,000 and above DraftKings pricing? How you starting your builds? And then I think that the one thing that we do a great job in this podcast, I'm not just tooting our own horn, but I like to talk in 3 avenues. Obviously, our main cash build, which you know how to dissect as well, but your 3 max type build, like, what are your couple lineups for leverage? And then, we'll just sprinkle in the MME type stuff, because I think that's 3 aspects to, playing DFS, right? So kind of keep it in that way.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Scotty last week. It didn't work out because I was telling you pre-pod how I swapped out all my Rory shares for Scotty and Cam Smith, which was a tough one. But Scotty, I mean, I'm just done fading him ever until I got lucky that I faded him at the PGA, but that was like one bad tournament or like one bad round he had in the last seems like year. So I like Scotty. JT, I think, will be the mega chalk with Rory. I don't know. I'll have to see how that plays out. But my 2 guys are going to be Scotty, and then Rahm, I'm definitely playing because Rahm sucks now, according to everyone. Because he hasn't won, he sucks now. Just for a reference, I think it was Bear tweeted this morning. It was so funny, like how Rahm blows, and it's like hasn't missed a cut this year, has a win, 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s. He's gained strokes tee to green in every single event, but I guess he sucks now. So if he's going to be the lower owned, compared to Rory, at least, that's ridiculous. I probably will have 0 Rory and then he'll win, but I'm not playing Rory coming off that with all the hype and all the other stuff. So that's kind of where I lean on the top 4. And then the last one for 3 max is Morikawa. I just feel like if he's not going to be owned and he's not playing the best, that's like an autoplay, but I'm worried that people might feel the same way. So I'll have to see ownership on that one.
Yeah, my thoughts are, man, it's really the one thing I told Ben driving here, just because, watch him starting to, again, I got the newborn, man. Like my life is right now, it's a little bit different. I'm sure I'll get back on track next year, hopefully for the fall of our NFL. Hashtag, that's why I had the baby earlier than I did, so I'm ready for football season, Sam. There's method to my madness.
Smart.
I will be ready for NFL. I haven't been watching much golf this year as I have in the years past, but I have been the last few weeks, just kind of like, I don't know, just whatever, getting more dialed in. The one thing I mean, listen, Rory's now dialed in with his wedges. Like, I don't have the data in front of me right now, but he went, as you know, Sam, I feel like almost a couple years where like it was just kind of like all over the place. And that's the one thing where we know he's the best driver of the golf ball in the world. He just is on a consistent aggregate basis. And those wedges look like supreme right now. I mean, I think he's in play for a main lineup, a cash lineup. You got to have exposure, in my opinion. I think you're dead this week if you don't, because listen, I don't want to play a guy like that. I don't think I'm going to play him in my main cash build, only because I'll get to that. Like, again, it's a major. I'm trying to get 6 of 6 through. I think this is going to be a tough cut. And, at the end of the day, with not as much DraftKings scoring this week, I do think that's something that we should think about. This isn't the Masters.
I will note, by the way, just to cut in for a second, is that this is a 156-man field, but it is top 60 in ties. So the cut will be so low. Like
6 of 6 is a premium this week. So again, I've made a couple decisions this year in some other tournaments. Like, I think the players, I really paid down, and I had a 5 to 6 lineup. It was a nice lineup, but it had Hideki in it, who, I don't even want to talk about it. I'm still pissed to this day. When he quit after the first 3 minutes of teeing off, or I don't even think he even teed off. But again, I do think this is a week that you do need 6 of 6, and I think it's okay to fade everybody up top. I will have exposure to Rory. I'm 100% with you. I am playing Rahm. I think I say that every year, every week. Like, it's fun. It is. It's funny that people are kind of like off him in a way, week after week. I'm probably not playing Scotty. Just is what it is. I can't play everybody. I'm probably not playing GT, which pains me, but I can't play everybody. And I am absolutely not playing Cam Smith. I'll continue to die on that sword. He has been killing me this year a little bit, not going to lie, but it can't play everybody. So again, to summarize, up top for me, it's Rahm, it's Rory. I'm probably not going to go there with Morikawa, man. I mean, I know he's won me a lot of money.
But it's the same thing with Rahm. Morikawa, he sucks now.
I know.
A week.
It's interesting, but the price is what kind of scares me, and I just feel like I can get the same output at a cheaper price. So again, I'm kind of fading a lot of guys up top. So I am dead this week if you see multiple of these names up top. So just know that going in. So for me, it's Rahm and it's McIlroy. All right, let's go from Victor 9,700. Let's just stop at 9,000 for now. I know we don't usually do 4 tiers, but whatever. Let's just go there. What's your thoughts on that range?
I mean, here, when I tell you, I'll tell you who you're playing, and then I'll tell you who I'm playing. So you're going to play Xander. You're going to play Xander, which I obviously won't because he's come like top 7 like every U.S. Open. Don't care. You may play Spieth, but I think you're going to play him, and then you're going to play Lowry. And I like both of them too, but I'm definitely playing Spieth. His game is firing right now. And then I don't know, dude. God, every time I play Zalatoris, he sucks. But
you are the person.
And I literally play Cantlay in every major, and he never plays well. So I'll probably go back to Cantlay because he fits what a U.S. Open should be. He just seems to never show up. I don't know why that is, but Cantlay, like his short game is like one of the best on tour. So those are my guys. I want to play DJ because he's going to be unowned. But dude, I don't know what. Dude, he just finished like T13th or worse in that Live Tour event. Those dust balls. So I don't know what he's doing.
Well, before I get on my horse about the other guys, let me just say the same thing. Dustin Johnson is elite MME play. Let me say it again. We talk game theory. You make in 20 max entry. There's an optimizer product you can buy on our website. He's elite. He's elite. I am playing him in MME. If I have time to make 150 lineups with 20 lineups this week, I'll probably go at least 3 or 4x DJ just because I think, and again, it's Monday. I think he's going to be 5% owned if I had to guess. I think he's an elite play.
I don't disagree with that at all.
Let's be real, dude. It's DJ. Like, he can just win. I mean, he's 9,400.
His stats are not even bad. He just has been putting like shit consistently. But it's like we know him. Like, he just can show up and torch a field.
Yeah. He's now in that Brooks category of like, dude, does it matter? Do we need to see data? Do we need to see his form? No. I feel like he's like the new Brooks where everybody hates him, everything that's going on. But anyways, I cannot believe it. I was actually laughing if people were watching on YouTube. Shout out to the people that already dropped a comment that have a chance to win $350. Yes, I'm playing every single guy, Sam, that you mentioned. I am starting my main lineup with Xander Schauffele. I am playing Jordan Spieth either with John Rahm or with Rory. I don't know which lineup that will be yet. I am all over Spieth. I'm going to bet him probably when I get off this podcast. Like I said, I just got to Michigan. Spieth on FanDuel right now is 25-1. I think that's a sweet spot. I got to say, by the way, of all the big dogs, right, Sam, betting wise, as you know, is tough to take the pill of a 10-1 to 12-1 to 13-1. But majors though. You just sometimes we have to. I bet JT in the last major, 2 majors ago, and I got punched in the face. Like that's what I get. But I got it.
I want to know: Are you playing Hovland?
Well, let me get there. Let me finish this thought. When I arrived in Michigan, guess who's 17-1? I know that doesn't sound anything. Just take a guess. He's down the board a little bit. Nothing crazy, but he's down the board a little bit. It's John Rahm. John Rahm 17-1. There's Scotty Scheffler's 11-1. JT's 12-1. I mean, to me, that's value. I know that doesn't seem like it, but I'm going to bet John Rahm this week. I know I don't like betting. I don't like making bets under 20, but I'm going to bet John Rahm.
I get it. No, I mean, I'm not betting Rory at 10. Like, no way.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So there's some value there, so I'm going to take a peek. Okay, anyways, to finish that thought, Spieth, lock. I've loved Spieth all this year. Of course, I went all in on him at the Masters, and he failed me there. But anyways,
that double in the last hole. That double in the last hole still stings.
You brought up a super interesting point. I'm considering playing Cantlay in my main cash lineup only because, just like you, he's burnt me and several others in the past. Dude, I don't think he's going to be as popular as we think. I think there's just too many names down here because, yes, you know me well enough. I am playing Lowry. I'm playing Lowry. Lowry's a value, 9,000. I feel like just his form.
He's playing too well.
And especially the setup. Like, he doesn't need – this isn't an overpowering course. This is like fits him perfectly. I don't know if I'm going to fit him in cash games just because for some reason I really want to play Cantlay, only because I think I can get a little leverage there. My favorite 3 max entry play of this whole range, besides a DJ, which is more MME, is Hideki. I mean, this course screams Hideki. This course screams Hideki. And no one's going to –
I know, because he sucks at putting, and it's like, dude, his around the green game is like really good. He just sucks at putting.
He's burnt people all year, I mean,
me included. I play him every time he withdraws. I feel like when he got DQ'd at Memorial, I had him like in 2 of my 3 max, and I'm like, that's just sick. Like that's just.
I mean,
as we're moving down, I'm sorry, I don't care what the form. Why is Cameron Young more expensive than Brooks Koepka? What are we doing? He's going to be a mega. I'm going to continue to not play Cameron Young. I don't.
Is it going to be mega
so good,
dude?
Because he's the new flavor, dude. He's so good. I get it. He's so good off the tee. He has like no weaknesses, but like, come
on. What's up with Brooks? Dude? What is Brooks doing these days? Like, I don't understand. What does he do?
He's gonna go to the live, so he's probably just like not really playing. He got married or something, and so he hasn't been playing. I'm not playing Brooks. I don't care. He'll probably win. I'll probably bet him if his number gets.
He's gonna be top 5 and on the middle of Thursday.
Yeah.
Pissed off.
No, he's gonna start off his round by making like 4 30-foot putts in a row. It's just
do we have to talk about Matthew Fitzpatrick? I mean, do we? I mean, he's a good play. I'm betting him.
He is. I'd rather play Berger at way less ownership. No one's gonna play Berger.
Berger's one of my favorite pivots.
Burns is incredibly mispriced, but I'll fade him again. He's not good in majors. Maybe that's just that's more of a reactive, and he obviously guys can change. But I know Burns isn't mispriced. He's so good, but I'm not playing him. I'm just gonna play Finau, and I'm gonna play Homa, who I never get right, but he's too good. I think Homa could win.
This is an interesting range because there's so many good names, but like, let's be real, they're not all going to make the cut. So good luck, everybody. No. I mean, bombs away, right?
Are you playing an 8,600 Billy Horschel?
No, I'm not. And he is going to be super low. It's an intriguing leverage play because like he's going to dink it in the fairways, which is really interesting. I mean, he is the type of player historically when he gets hot, he gets hot. So,
he does. No, he's making every play.
I'm not playing him. You know who I'm not playing either? I like him, but I've just been not playing Neiman this year as much. And like, yeah, he's kind of burnt me a little bit, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I
His
can't play him.
scrambling is concerned. Yeah, no, you exactly. You can't play everyone. And he's not expensive, like overvalued, but I don't know. I'd rather just play Lowry for
I'm
the same
probably not
price.
playing Homa. I like him, but again, I can't play everybody. So I love the Burger pivot. I do think he'll be a little bit owned, but not everybody's going to be owned. I'm going to take a hard look at Brooks just because I'm sick of every major him showing up. Now I know he hasn't the last couple, but I don't know.
No,
All right,
it's
let's go to the
really
range below. I mean, I'm not even talking about Bryson. Good luck. If people are
no.
playing
I'm
him.
not. He's probably still hurt. If we're like top of the 7K range, I mean, ball strikers, course, greens. I mean, Corey Connors. What are we doing? That's obvious.
He'll be 20% owned, rightfully so.
I'd be very intrigued on what Mito's ownership looks like on like Wednesday
He'll be
because
heavy.
he will. I'm wondering how chalk he gets like that because people seem to people forget that even though he choked and didn't win, he was still an unreal DraftKings play at that price. I mean, so it's like that's obviously the difference. Aaron Wise, I think is interesting. I know his putting sucks, but his short game looked pretty improved at the Memorial. Again, I had him in outright, so that was another second place
He's
finish.
a great pivot, man. He is a great pivot. He's got so much upside.
And then I don't know the chalk lightning rod could be, but I can't avoid him as Sung Jae. I mean, dude,
I know.
He's so mispriced.
We've been playing him at like 9,200. I feel like every week.
Exactly.
Like, all right. And he's been playing very well the last few.
If you want to pivot right there, I'm gonna play Keegan, dude. Hometown Keegan from the Boston area, ball striker.
It's such a good play. I told Ben that on the way here. I'm like, I always remember every year. What is it? After the Phoenix Open, he sprinted his ass home to catch a flight to watch the Super Bowl, and I think didn't they host tournament right there? I mean, he loves the area. Obviously, like he always historically plays well there, but. It's a narrative, but this course screams like Keegan. It's like, dude, make some putts, bro. Like you literally this
he was
win.
He was making putts until I started playing him. Then he stopped making putts. In this, I mean, there's a lot of different interesting pivots. I mean, like no one's gonna play Louis, even though they normally do.
Nobody.
I probably won't either.
He's a good.
He is like Fleetwood. I assume you'll play, but I don't know why.
Why he's like getting? I feel like people are talking about him too much the last few weeks. Like what? Tommy has done nothing. I'm sorry. I'm not playing Tommy Fleetwood. Like I'll let people die in that chalk.
Dude, the play I like, who know his form is not there. He might still be hurt. I don't really know, but Webb at 74.
I knew it.
I mean, dude, like this is like a pseudo like Donald Ross thing where it's like, which is where he plays all his best. It's like just hit the fairway and like make par. I mean,
he's starting to catch his iron game a little bit. Nothing crazy, but again,
he looks good at PGA. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and again, historically, dude, like if we're talking like 100 rounds type player, Webb is like highly mispriced. He's in fact probably one of the mispriced, if not the biggest mispriced on the board. It's just the last like 12 months,
You're gonna finally play Munoz with me at 74. He's such a stud.
Who's that? I didn't hear you.
Munoz.
Dude, you know me. I tag you on Munoz all the time. I almost played him in my main lineup last week. I actually went to Chris Kirk like really late, only because I couldn't find the salary. How did he finish last week? Actually, he made the cut, right?
Yeah, he made a few. I think he finished like in the top 20.
He did. I mean, yeah, that's Munoz. He's just better than people think. Like, I don't know why he doesn't get more love. I mean, he's like a top 30 machine, which is
that's
good. Relevant.
Dude, he's made like I think he's made like 12 straight cuts or something. I mean, I can see right now the chalk cash build. The chalk cash build is going to be Rory, Xander, Sungjae, Rose.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably playing Rose. I cannot believe I shouldn't.
Here's the thing, dude. We talk like we shouldn't play Rose, whatever he blows up, but it's like it's so different because he's 71. If he was like 81, if he's 81, it's like no. But like, dude,
that's why I was upset.
He's next to Troy Merritt and Lanto Griffin. Come on, like he's a little better.
That's why.
I mean, like he's cheaper. He's cheaper than Cameron Tringali. Like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah,
he sucks. I mean, are you playing? So I know Matt has mentioned Discord, who does NFL for us. I mean, Davis Riley, I like. I just don't know if this is a Davis Riley course. I like him in these weaker fields where he makes a lot of birdies.
Right. And it's not even that. I do like Davis Riley, and to Matt's point too. But like, dude, I can't play these type of guys in majors. Like, I'm sorry. Like, sure, can some of them, have a great couple of days? I'll believe it when I see it, right? Like, that's why I almost am taking a harder look at the Louis this week. Like, guys that I know are going to be lower owned, but have the championship pedigree, have been around. I mean, as much as I hate to say it, like Justin Rose, even before his output last week, it's like that would have been a great play no matter what.
If you want two guys in this range that no one is going to play, it's Sergio and Patrick Reed.
Yeah, I know. I'm not playing Patrick
Not
Reed.
One, dude. Like, everyone hates Sergio's guts, and rightfully so. But like,
I thought there was somebody else you were going to say, and like maybe now that more I think about it, he's probably going to get talked up, just knowing the industry.
I'm not playing Harold Varner. I'm not playing Harold Varner, dude.
Well, no, everybody plays him. I mean, he's actually not a bad play, by the way. Is Siwoo Kim at 7,000? I'm assuming people talk him up, but you know, if you look through Siwoo's stats, he's actually really a great historical long-term scrambler and around the green player, but he's playing like beyond his means. Like really this calendar year. But on top of that, dude, if you take a harder look into his stats, I don't know why I was like looking. I was like, again, I knew I was traveling today, so I kind of wanted to do more research on Sunday, which I usually don't do. But Siwoo, like his accuracy is like extraordinary this year in general, and it's not just like
I like that call. I'm writing him down.
I mean,
it's a good one. No, I mean
Siwoo Kim at 7,000.
Well, dude, I talk about Webb. If it's like anything similar to a Donald Ross thing, that's like what Siwoo's won on. No, I mean, dude, ball striker. I mean, God, his swing is so good. What about? Are you gonna go back? Alex Noren burned a lot of people.
Yeah,
like many tournaments in a row.
He makes sense, but
I guess I could lose money on Gary Woodland.
I know. I actually would prefer to lose money with Gary Woodland. I agree. Like Alex Noren, I've never won $1 with Alex Noren, and it won't be this week.
Me either.
Kevin Na played pretty well lately. I could see him being talked up at 7. Oh my God, Brian Harmon's there at 7,000 too. Yeah, see, these guys will get talked up. Siwoo probably won't be talked up. The more I think about it,
dude, no one's gonna play Kevin Na with the live stuff. All these live guys, people just aren't gonna play. Are you gonna play Phil Mickelson at 6,900?
Absolutely not. I never played Phil.
We move into that sub 7. I mean, I just don't see who's like, you know. I mean, I will always play Ryan Fox, 67. He's like actually good. Kurt Kitayama's playing well, but it's a weird one because there's not like a blatant misprice, at least that I see looking at. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, similar to the Masters, a lot of these guys you can just take out. You know, the bottom 30 guys this field. They're
Francesco's down here at 69. He's actually had surprisingly a couple okay rounds this year, but his ball striking's coming back. 17th at
when you play
18th, 26th at the Memorial.
You gonna play Jim Furyk?
No. I will never. I'm done with Furyk. I played him a couple times last year after a couple of times the year before, and it never ends well.
I gotta say, you know, Euro guy Victor Perez is pretty good on the Euro. He's 68. I don't mind him. Nick Taylor is playing kind of well. There's not a lot down here.
Yeah, there really isn't. I mean, if anything, I'm gravitating towards that 7K range, the high 6K range. Like, again, I mentioned Molinari. I mean, even Kevin Kisner's there, I think is interesting. I mean, this is probably one of the few majors Kisner could win if he got hot. And again, Kisner's stats is never going to tell the story. He's just a dog. Like the dude, if he shows up and he has it, he could be in it. But again, that's an MMA player, right?
He's also a complete pussy, so it's like
yes, that too. Stewie Sink down here. I mean, he's had a pretty good year again. I mean, nobody ever plays him. I mean, because he's old. But
so have you made any bets? Have you made any bets yet, or no?
No, I mean, I just arrived, but the whole fucking ride here, Ben and I were looking through the FanDuel Sportsbook odds. So I am definitely. Are they going to let me cash out if I win when I get back to Ohio, or are they just going to hold me hostage?
I think so. They're not sketchy enough for that.
Yeah, they can't be. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess that does it. You know, is there a value bet or two that you want to give out to the people? I know I mentioned Rahm up top. I mean, and
yeah, I mean, value. I mean, I think a winner like a lot of these U.S. Opens comes from that 30 to 40 range, ish. But in terms of like, you know, T10, T20, I'll probably T20 Ryan Fox. I like a T20 or T10 on. What was I just looking at? I mean, like I'm gonna look at Webb's odds. For a long, I don't think he's going to win Keegan, but in terms of like the longest shot I'd bet would probably be Sung Jae, but I think everyone's going to. And then I'm going to look at what Homa's odds are. I think Homa could win.
Yeah. Damn, you're making me take another look at Homa, huh?
I know. I don't want to play him, but he just, yeah.
Well, that does it, everybody. I mean, you got the bet, you got the DraftKings picks, It's an exciting week. If you aren't already a subscriber, dfskarma.com, you can click the subscribe button. It's huge, it's orange, it's big, and then check out betkarma.com as well. You can hop into Discord and talk to us throughout the week, and I'm sure news will ebb and flow with some things, and we'll kind of go from there. So good luck, guys, and we'll see you next week.